YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my empties. This is empty, of course, because I have everything spread out in front of me. Just a little refresher, if you're tuning in for the first time, what I like to do is go over makeup, full size, travel size, and then any samples that I might have, just in case people don't want to pay attention to full samples because I talk a lot. These videos are usually about 20 minutes long, so grab yourself a snack, chill, enjoy. Anyways, makeup first. I keep it all together in here. Usually there are perfume samples in here too, but I go over that after the makeup. So let's see. First we have a concealer. This is my e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Fair. I love this. This is at least one of my holy grail concealers. I have a couple that I really love, but e.l.f. is one of them. I will not be repurchasing right now because I have like 10 concealers. I've bought a lot. But once I go through all of the, at least some of those, I will be repurchasing this. This is the Blink Amplified, Mascara Amplified. This is one of those tubing mascaras. I did a first impression on this. I'm not in love with this. This is weird. Thankfully, none of the tubes ever fell in my eyes or anything. I wear contacts, so my eyes are extra sensitive to anything like that. And if you did 2 layers, this looked amazing. I will give it that. This left my lashes feeling super crispy and crunchy, which I did not appreciate. Also, what was cool about it was that you could take it off with just some warm water and a little bit of gentle rubbing and it would come right off. These tubes got everywhere and that drove me crazy. So I would not seek this out again. I got this, I think, in a swap or something, but I would not repurchase. One of my favorite primers here, this is the Murad Invisibler Perfecting Shield with SPF 30. It's a very silicone-based primer, but it's one that I like, that I don't find too heavy, and I love that it has SPF in it. Unfortunately, the full size is like $60, and it kills me. But I do hunt down minis when I can and buy them or swap for them and use them up. This one was expiring in June, so I had to go ahead and use that up. Next mascara is one I just gave up on. Life is too short for a shitty mascara. It really is. I don't remember, this is like the Physicians Formula Contortionist mascara, I want to say it is. And what I hated most about this was the wand. I took a picture of it for Instagram, but there was like blank space between the swirls of this wand, so the mascara gets everywhere. If any makeup company happens to come across me, I'm not a big YouTuber, I don't expect them to be looking at me, but if they happen to come across me, let me just say, we don't need to reinvent the mascara wand anymore. You need to work on formulas and make sure they are good, but the more regular mascara ones, either the plastic bristle or the natural fiber bristles, just like the regular ones, they work fine. The more you screw with the wands, the more you end up with stupid crap like this that gets mascara everywhere. Like, mascara sticks in these blank spots, and then when you touch it to your eyeball, you smear it everywhere. So, no. This was a mistake. I bought it for to do a video. I did the Physicians Formula Full Face, and this was an abject failure, and I'm done with it. I don't like messing with it. Next is a lip gloss that I wish they still made. This is the Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Lip Gloss. It does not have a name, like a color name, but it's just like this pinky red shade. I cannot get to this little bit in the bottle. Like, nothing I do help me get this out, so I'm calling it done, unfortunately. This was an awesome lip gloss, especially for $1. It was really moisturizing, it smelled really good, it gave a little bit of color, and it wasn't like streaky or sticky or anything like that. I wish they still made these, but alas, they do not. And that was the only one I had. Like, I didn't ever buy any other colors or anything. This is the Urban Decay Ozone Lip Liner. Mine is very dead. I love this as kind of like a primer for my lips. It helps smooth out any lines or anything like that before I put on lipstick. And I would repurchase at some point. I have a clear lip liner that I'm working on right now, but if I ever when I run out of those, I think I have an Essence one too. I will probably repurchase that one. Woo! Another primer. I finished this on like the 2nd day of the month. This is the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. It's a heavily silicone based one. It has like gold flecks in it that I did the best I could getting everything out. This is okay. It's not my favorite. And I didn't see the gold flecks really doing anything to like every once in a while I would see like one gold fleck on my face. Like that was actually like, looked like it was doing something. Like it's got shimmer in it too. But as far as being a primer goes, it was pretty good. It's not YSL price good, so I would not purchase, but if I wound up with another mini like this, I would definitely use it. My sister gave me this one because it didn't work out for her. She got it from Influencer though. Let's see. I have an eyeliner. This is the Marcel eyeliner in Mulberry. I actually didn't really like this shade. It was just kind of dark and almost grayish looking. It wasn't a pop of purple like I prefer. The formula's good though, so yeah. I have another mascara. This was a little bit more of a declutter too. I went through my mascaras recently. This is an LA Colors mascara in purple. The purple didn't show up very well, and the mascara formula itself isn't that great, so I would not recommend or repurchase. And I think this is the last makeup item. I think the rest of that is perfume. This is the Elizabeth Mott Queen of the Fill Brow Mascara. And this shade is in medium dark, which was too dark for me, honestly. Like, I made it work, I worked with it, it was fine, but it was just a little too dark. The light brown shade would have been better. It does have a good brush on it. Like, it has a good tiny brush for getting in there. I didn't smear it too often unless I was just not paying attention to what I was doing. I have really crazy eyebrows. Like, the hairs are really thick. They tend to stick up everywhere. I call them crazy grandpa eyebrows. This did not hold them down completely, so I probably wouldn't purchase this as like a $20 thing because Elizabeth Mott is actually kind of expensive. I got this from somebody that got it in an Ipsy bag. Let's see, I don't have too many perfumes. One thing I have is actually a rollerball that I just kept in here for the sake of, I didn't want the glass busting in my thing, but I have three samples. I have Prada Candy, which I like, but I don't think I would ever purchase. I have the Atelier Cologne Orange Sanguine, which you guys know I love. It's just really expensive. And I have Daisy Oh So Fresh by Marc Jacobs, which I didn't really care for. It was a little, I mean, obviously Daisy, it's going to be floral, but it was just on the wrong side of floral for me. And then I have this rollerball. This is the Katy Perry Killer Queen rollerball. I love this scent. I actually have a either 1 ounce or 3 ounce bottle. It's probably a 3 ounce now that I think of it, but they came together in like a Christmas set. So finally finished this. This was part of my Project 20 pan. So I'll set that over there. I won't throw that away. But I do really love that perfume. Okay, so I guess I'll do my full sizes. This is an Almay makeup wipes. These are the clear complexion ones. I tend to prefer the ones in the purple bag. These did not take off makeup quite as well as those do. It was fine. It would do in a pinch, but I prefer those. Let's see. I have a thing of cotton rounds. These are 4 Pro premium stitched cotton rounds. I can get these off of Amazon. You can get like a six of these things, which have 100 of them each for $12.99, which is amazing. This is my last one, and they do have the stitching around the edges, which is what I prefer because they tend to pill less. I have not repurchased yet because I bought a CVS dupe of the Shiseido cotton squares, because I don't know if I would ever spend that much on cotton squares to buy them from Shiseido, but I decided to try the CVS dupe of them, but after that, I'm probably going to go back to these. I have a pack of razors from the Dollar Shave Club. You guys know I love this brand. Not only do I get razors from them, I usually get shave butter from them, but I'm trying to go through lotions right now and I'm using lotions to shave with, so I've not bought my shave butter in a while, but I still buy these. I buy the 4 blade, by the way. I have a makeup brush, which is kind of weird, but that's why it's in here. This is the e.l.f. Kabuki brush, which it's a great makeup brush, and because it's so great, I put up with the fact that this had separated for a while, but I finally bought a different Kabuki brush, so I decided I could let this one go. But for $6, this is great, and I would repurchase at some point. I didn't repurchase this one this time. I was making an order from Wet n Wild, which I need to put that video up. So I ordered their Kabuki brush because you have to have like $35 for free shipping, and you can get like 10 things for $35 from Wet n Wild's website. So I got that, but this is really good and I recommend it. I have a makeup sponge and a mask sponge. This is my Real Technique sponge. It is dead. I love these, although I go through them a little bit quicker now, but I'm using the L'Oreal one right now and I actually miss this. So once I finish that and another one I have from Sephora, I will probably honestly just go back to these because I can buy them at Walmart now. And I really like that flat side, honestly. Like using a rounded end to hit against my face rather than the flat side, I really miss the flat side. Go figure. And this is an Eco Tools makeup remover sponge. These came in Walmart beauty boxes recently for the trendsetter version, the under 35, whatever they want to call it. I love this thing. This thing has been making me mask. I have an empty mask in here that I've been working on for forever because this makes removing like clay style masks so much easier. You just like, you know, get it soaked in water, wring it out a little bit, but leave a little bit of water in there because it makes it even easier. And just rub it off. You don't have to like lean over the sink and splash your face 18,000 times to get a mask off your face. I love these. They're like $2.50 for 2 of them at Walmart. They're amazing. Go buy them. Seriously, I love that thing so much. You guys would not believe. I have another perfume because both of these perfumes did not have a lot of product left in them. I do not normally go through perfume ever. Anyways, this is the Mariah Carey Luscious Pink perfume, and I used to love this perfume, but maybe my scent taste have changed or something because I haven't been as into it as I used to be. I mean, I still like it, and I got this as part of a Christmas set, I think 2 or 3 years ago, but I finished it, it was getting time for me to finish it, which is good. I told y'all I finished the mask. This is the Perfectly Posh Kale Face Fresh Mask. It is kale, spinach, parsley, arugula, and nourishment. I have no idea what this was supposed to do. Like, I honestly don't. Vitamin K, rich kale, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it just says nourishes skin and feed face, but whatever. I finished it. It was like this spinach green color, honestly. The problem with this and why I wouldn't purchase this mask, although I do appreciate Blushing Beautician on Instagram. She is the one who sent this to me. She is a Perfectly Posh representative, so if you want you some Perfectly Posh stuff, and a lot of their stuff is really good, you can go to her. But this has a really potent, strong smell. I can't describe exactly what it is, but it gives me a headache. And it didn't do enough for my skin to make me willing to deal with the smell, so I would not purchase this. I finished a lip scrub, finally. I keep forgetting to show this in my 100 Colorful Empties, but I did finally finish it. It is the e.l.f. Mint Scrub, and you can see it is completely gone. I love this scrub. I have a potted scrub right now that I need to use up, but after that, I'm definitely repurchasing this. I'm not going to fool with it because it's really hard to get off, but this bottom right here, you can pull it off, and it's a lip balm. Not everybody knows that, so I feel the need to mention it. I finished the lotion. I'm so happy. This is the Body Shop Body Butter and Blueberry, and it's all gone. This does smell really good. This is a little too heavy for this time of year. Like, I started using this in February. I was just lazy with it, honestly. If I'm diligent with these, I can go through them in about 2 to 3 months. Unfortunately, I'm very lazy about lotion, and especially as it got warmer, I was like, I don't want to put that on. It's so heavy, which is great in the winter when I'm a dry, scaly, ashy mess, but summer, no, I don't want to wear this. So I'm very glad I finished it. My dogs apparently loved it because they would literally lick it off me. My dog is an idiot. She's not an idiot. She's very special. She just wants to eat everything. Next we have the Juice Beauty Hydrating Mist. I use this at the gym. I've been very lacking in going to the gym lately, so I need to pick that back up or stop paying for the membership. But I would just spray it on my face when I got really hot and sweaty, and it worked great for that. But this is $22, so I'm not buying this for that. And it had a very strange kind of earthy, herbally smell that I was not super into. The Nivea In Shower Lotion. I love this stuff. I like that I could put it on, wait 3 minutes in the shower, and then rinse it off rather than having to remember to put it on once I get out of the shower. That is why I need something like this, because I don't remember to put lotion on outside the shower. And I don't mind the smell of Nivea. I know it gives some people headaches, but I'm just not one of them. And finally, for full size, I went through this huge thing. It took me like 4 years, but I did it. 3.5, let's be honest. This is the Equate Everyday Clean Dandruff Shampoo. I do have a really dry scalp, so even with dyeing my hair, I have to use this. But I looked at the bottom of this. This expired in 12/16, so your shampoo does expire, so keep up with that. And the last couple of uses, this had started to separate a little bit, which is why I was like, did this expire? And I looked at the bottom, guess it expired. But I finished it, and that's what counts. I will never buy a thing that big ever again, though. That was too much. I have 2 of these, which you can buy from Walgreens now, or at least I can buy from my Walgreens. I can buy them in this size, I mean. These are the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. I used up 2 of these this month. I love these as like a morning face wash, basically. Like I just rub it over my skin and use it as a face wash. But these are pretty good at taking your makeup off too, but I have to use a decent amount of it to take off my makeup. So it works, but I wind up using a lot of it. But as far as a face wash is concerned, I love it. This is usually what I purchase for that purpose. I have a full size of it in my back stock. I have the John Frieda Seaways Sea Salt Spray. If I buy a sea salt spray, this is probably going to be the one that I purchase. It works great for that kind of textured look. It smells really nice, and you don't have to be a blonde to use it. It will not dye your hair, so don't worry about that. And it's cheap, so yeah. I have the Dry Bar Detox Dry Shampoo. There is something gooey on this. I use a lot of paper, like those paper cotton masks, and sometimes essence is left in the thing after you use it, and it leaks in my box every month. And I cleaned up the box, but I didn't check all the products. Anyways, this is a great dry shampoo. It is super potent. This little bottle took me like 2 months to go through, and I pound through dry shampoo. But this is also the only one that I've ever had to actually listen to the directions of spray 8 to 10 inches from your head, because if I sprayed any closer, it was a giant mess. But it comes out, it's definitely like white on my hair, but it looks like it comes out brown, which I don't get. But this does have a very strong scent, but it works and you have to use so little of it. I might actually purchase in the future. I have the Giovanni Too Chic Blackberry and Coconut Oil Ultra Repair Super Potion Hair Serum. I actually had to use this as a hair oil because it was a freaking hair oil consistency. It worked fine for that. I don't know if I would purchase this for that, but I do want to investigate this line because a lot of people that do use it really like it. You can get it from Target. Here is the Olay Ultra Moisture Shea Butter Body Wash. I love this stuff. I've used up a full size before. I had a mini hanging around, so I went ahead and I used that up. I have these, oh god, they're gooey too. Ew. It's so gooey. Anyways, this is the Soapbox Shampoo and Conditioner. I think it's like the bamboo, yeah. Color safe, paraben free. I like that this brand, if you buy full sizes from them, they give a bar of soap to, what exactly does it say? Every full size Soapbox bottle has a Hope code, which you can type in at soapboxsoaps.com/hope and find out where in the world you purchased doing good. They send like a, let's see, it gives a bar of soap to a person in need. Okay, so that's that. These were actually really nice. You can get them from Target. I got these from a Target beauty box. So I have a lot of shampoo and conditioner right now from couponing, so I don't need any for like the next 4 years. But if I needed some, I might actually purchase this because it's not that expensive. It's a little more expensive than like L'Oreal, but it's not like bad expensive in any way. And you know, they do some good for people in need, so. But it was really nice and gentle on my hair, but it actually cleaned it and conditioned. This is rare. This is the 100% pure coffee bean caffeine eye cream. I cut it open. I've had this for like 3 years. It was probably expired by the end, but it never broke me out or anything, so I used it. But I scooped all of it out. I cut it open thinking it had like a week left, so I was just like, all right, I'll cut it open. I'll go ahead and use it all. It had like 3 weeks left. I love the smell of this. It does have like a sweet coffee smell, which not everybody loves, but I really enjoyed, and it did like moisturize and depuff a little bit. So I would actually consider purchasing this. This was really nice. I don't need to keep this for anything. I had to think about it for a minute. I have the Tarte Maracuja oil. I did finally use this up. This is fine as far as a face oil is concerned. It's kind of expensive for a face oil these days. You can kind of, Physicians Formula makes a good face oil for the drugstore, so I would probably purchase that over this. I'm thinking about hanging on to this for the packaging though, because this little dropper would be very useful for like dropping alcohol in things I want to depot without having to heat them up. Like drop it right at the edge of the pan so that it sinks in and, you know, degunks the glue that's holding stuff down. So I'm thinking about holding on to it for that. I have another hair oil. I've started like using hair oil as like deep treatment rather than just a little bit on the end, so that, because I have like this massive backstock that I need to go through from beauty boxes. But this is the Beauty Protector Protectant Oil. This was actually really nice. I love the smell of their products. But this is like $22 for the full size. Oh, that does smell so good. So I would probably not repurchase or purchase. I got this from a Birchbox, but it was really nice. And finally, for minis, all I have left are paper masks and samples. I have the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. I have a sample, foil sample of this too, so I'll talk about it right now, but go ahead and pull out the little foil sample I have of it too. This is actually really nice. Like, it's quote unquote basic, but it didn't leave me oily, but still moisturized my skin. And it's kind of hard sometimes to find that balance in moisturizers, especially nighttime moisturizers, which is what I use this for. So if I ever got through all of my backstock of minis from like bags and stuff, this is one I would consider purchasing, especially since it's Olay and you can get it in the drugstore. Okay, paper masks. I have a lot. I have the Leaders La Botica Green Tea Skin Soft Mask. I think this was the one that didn't fit worth a flip, honestly. Yeah, I don't think this one fit very well, so I would not go after that one again. BioRepublic's Aloe Rescue. This is one that I do really enjoy, so I would purchase that. My last Papa Recipe Bombi Honey Mask. I love these. I got these from 0.8 liter to test for review purposes for Instagram, and I fell in love with them. I'm going to probably actually see if I can purchase these somewhere. They are a Korean brand though, so it's kind of hard to make sure that you know you're getting the real deal. This is the I'm Real Rice Mask Sheet from Tony Moly. I did not like this. This one stunk. This one and the next one, it's another rice mask. I've learned I don't like rice-based paper masks because to me, they stink and they sit and clear up my skin. Here is the other Leaders La Botica rice one. Not only did it not fit very well, but this one stunk. I have one of my Karuna Hydrating Plus face masks. I've mentioned this before in Empties. I love this. It's very hydrating. It smells really nice to me. Unfortunately, these are $8 a mask, so I try to swap for them rather than buy them. You can get them from Sephora though, so they're not hard to get. Oh, this was a bad one. This is the Cell XV or Cell 15. I don't know exactly which one. Real Kelp Facial Mask. This stunk. Like, this smelled like the worst rotten seaweed kelp ever. It did come in 2 pieces, which is nice, like a top piece and a bottom piece, because that helps you get the fit a little bit better. But I could usually I leave these on for like 45 minutes to an hour until they basically dry. I couldn't even leave this on for the recommended 15 minutes. So I will say my skin did feel a lot softer afterwards, but not worth it to me. And last 2 of these are from BioBell. These are ones that I got from BoxyCharm. Let's see. We have the hashtag I woke up like this with wild rose and vitamin C. I was really concerned that the rose would be overpowering, but it wasn't. Maybe I'm growing to like rose. I don't know, but I found this to be very pleasant. And I'm not sure if it really enhanced my skin's natural glow, but it did leave my skin feeling soft and smooth, so not knocking that. And the other one is hashtag Beauty Secret. Moisturizes to help the skin appear smooth and firm with pomegranate and hyaluronic acid. I'm losing my voice and I have 2 other videos to record. That's awesome. But this was also really nice. I didn't see too much difference between it, but these are paraben-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, which was all a bunch of nice stuff. So I only have one more of these, and that's the one that I have to put on before I put on my makeup because it's supposed to be like a primer, but I can never remember it. All right, so lastly we have some foils. Let's see, we have the Perfectly Posh BFF Exfoliating Daily Face Wash. This was really nice. I would possibly consider purchasing. This one is soaked with essence. This is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Overnight Hydrating Facial. This was also really nice. This is kind of expensive, so I may not purchase, but it was really good. We have the Nux Gentle Exfoliating Gel. Exfoliating my butt. It felt like it had like a couple of, not pomegranate seeds, but like little tiny seeds in it and a bunch of gel, so I didn't find that very exfoliating at all. Like there was not enough exfoliant in there to exfoliate for me. Let's see, we have the Jik Natural Day at the Spa Premium Body Butter Sample. This actually smelled really good, but I've never heard of this brand. I got this in like a mystery bag from Instagram. Have the other Aveeno 60 second in shower facial. This was nice, but it's not better than my Clean and Clear 60-second shower mask. That basically does the same thing, so I would stick with that over this because that's a lot cheaper. I have 2 of these Sephora brush wipes. You guys know I love these. Another hair. I have the Fresh Peony Brightening Night Treatment Mask. This was okay, but nothing to write home about, so I would not seek it out. This is the Real Techniques Brush Cleansing Gel. I had to use a lot of this to clean up my Real Techniques sponge, so not for me. For brushes it was fine, but I want something that I can use on both. And finally, I did a video on this recently that I will link down below, but it is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This is actually a really good primer for filling in your pores. It is super expensive for like an ounce though. It's like $34, so I will probably not purchase a full size, but when I find minis out there, I will snatch them up. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!